what makes GreenScreens unique? Because they're not the only company offering this, but you are doing it a little bit differently.
Yeah, GreenScreens really distinguishes itself on the market by, we put the customer first. We solve problems with screens for our customers. And so our bread and butter is menu boards, but we do it in a way that still gives the dispensaries the control that they need, but take as much off of their plate as they want you to. And so adapt the solution to use these screens, whether they're facing our customer's customer, the people at the dispensary purchasing product, where they might want to communicate, educate their customers. But we also use screens to face employees and people, because that helps the workflow as well, providing information to the people they need it when they need it.
Okay, and so, I mean, you've got public-facing advertising, so you're getting information about brands across, and then you're alleviating some of that pressure on the bud tenders, for example, to do so much educating. And if you've got a big line, I think anyone who's bought, at least in the Colorado market, has faced that feeling of like, oh, they've got to educate the guy in front of me on everything there is to know. So I think services like GreenScreens can really help fill that gap.
Mm-hmm. And it's also, absolutely, we can fill that gap. In the alternative for a lot of companies is just manpower and overhead. What happens when a customer is there, they see something that someone put on the board that's not in stock? That's what I want. Now I got to choose something else. And now, if, at least, especially me personally, if there's a line, I want to move faster. I don't want to hold people up. And so maybe I'm just going to make a decision and not be happy with that, or just not ultimately get all of the products that I want. So there's just a lot of breakdown that can happen in an industry where a lot of times these are first, second, and third time customers. They don't have the education on the products, what's available, and that's not even if they're coming from out of state, then they know even less. I mean,
Right.
Even me going to another state, I don't know any of the brands or products necessarily. And so it's a new discovery. And if there isn't information there, what am I left with?
And I think for some people who are kind of technophobic, the old Blackboard, special of the day has been kind of the route they've chosen. But let's talk about why data is so important and the kind of efficiency that you can get from having an automated system as opposed to writing out your specials.
Right. So what our system does by connecting directly to the point of sale and bringing that data in, and depending on whether people input data differently and there are mistakes, and we've adapted our system so that we can bring that information in and better fit it to our menu boards, which snap together. So if a product sells out, it gets removed from the menu. There's no delay in what they see on the screen or what their customers will see on the screen. And that's powerful. When you eliminate the need of anyone having to go back and update specials. But you can go beyond that. You can set up rules of what you want to see, pushing certain, your own in-house brands if you're vertically integrated, putting your daily specials on board, engaging with your customers. This is all integrated and adaptable to the products that you have in inventory right then.